Hi there, students. As good as. Okay, we can use this as good as in various ways, but in this video I want to concentrate on the usage where we say something is as good as finished, nearly, almost, the same as but not technically. So my project is as good as finished. It's almost finished. This is as good as perfect. So it's almost perfect. It's not completely perfect, but it's almost the same as. So we can use this as good as to mean almost. We also use it to mean the same as, but not technically. So, for example, my team has a 5-goal lead and there's 5 minutes left in the match. The match is as good as won. It's the same as won, but not technically, because the match hasn't finished. The contract is as good as signed. The client has said that he's willing to sign and he's transferring the money at this moment. So the same as, but technically not exactly. He started shooting, which was as good as a declaration of war. So nearly, almost, this blends into, it almost mixes with the same as but not technically. Yeah. If he started shooting, it's the equivalent of a declaration of war. It's not almost a declaration of war. He hasn't given a declaration of war, but it's the same as. So notice we can use it in both ways: nearly, almost, virtually, or the same as but not technically done. This reminds me of the phrase, "It's all over bar the shouting." This is the same as my example of my team has a 5-goal lead. Yeah, so the crowd can continue shouting, but the match is finished. The result is a foregone conclusion. So we very often use as good as meaning a foregone conclusion or a foregone outcome, something that is certain to happen. Okay, notice we can use as good as in similes. You probably know the phrase, "the children were as good as gold. They behaved very well." The situation is as good as it gets. It's the best case scenario. It's as good as can be expected. But notice this is comparing as good as something else. Yeah? Well, in many ways it's using this comparison to say is the same as. So I would say this video is as good as finished. Well, maybe not. Let's see. I need to explain the formality. I would say this is neutral formality, maybe slightly informal. I think it's something I would use speaking, particularly in an informal conversation. I don't think I would use it in a formal written document. Yeah. Is equivalent to for a more formal setting. Okay, so as good as, nearly, almost. It's as good as perfect. The work is as good as finished. Or the same as, but not technically. With a 5-goal lead, the match is as good as over. The contract is as good as signed. The problem is as good as resolved. Maybe I need to do one or two little bit more bits to resolve the problem. So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Now you can say the video is as good as finished. Bye for now.